I just want to come together today with you guys out there listening, if anybody listens at all. And I just want to say, this country is the most beautiful country on the planet. Yeah, right now times are pretty tough and we're going through some turmoil, trials and tribulations. Every country has it. But you know what? The way that people are acting right now, they're acting like barbarics. They're acting like, I don't even know, I can't even say right now, but the Lord has a plan for everybody, and right now the Lord is sitting back and seeing his children and the way they're acting, and he's not happy. And believe me, if you are these people's parents that are out there doing this looting and destroying your own neighborhoods, why don't you take a step back and think about it? I mean, really, tomorrow when you need to get up and go to Walmart or Target, or when you want to get up and run to the liquor store to grab a soft drink, or maybe you need, a candy bar, just something simple. What are you going to do then when you've done burnt down your entire neighborhood? What is that settling? What is that accomplishing? That ain't doing nothing but showing your ignorance. You're letting the government win in more ways than one. This is exactly what the government elites want. They want to see you destroying your own property, your own neighborhoods. They're sitting in their rich little areas. They're sitting down in their bunkers or wherever they're at, and they're just laughing all the way to the bank. Because guess what? When these buildings that get burnt down and all that needs to be rebuilt, guess who's getting paid? Not you guys that are burning them down. In fact, I can guarantee you what's going to happen is they'll go back through the footage. They'll start to find ways to figure out who is who, just like they did in the Rodney King time. And people will be going to jail. So you should be thinking about, don't think, oh, I'm wearing a mask, they won't be able to figure me out. Trust me, there will be some kind of identifying marks that they'll go off of, or somebody in your neighborhood will rat you out, just like they're doing right now over this whole virus. They're literally getting people to fight against each other, rat your own neighbors out, and just act totally disgusting towards one another. And you know what people don't understand? They don't understand that that's exactly how, it makes me sick to say it, that's exactly how Hitler got his own people to rise up against the Jews to the point of killing between 6 to 8 million Jews because of the manipulation of one man and his party of idiots. And guess what? The government and these democratic states are doing the same exact thing. They are getting the people to rise up against people just because they don't want to wear a mask or because they don't want to stay 6 feet apart. Well, guess what? If you are wearing your mask because you want to ride on them coattails of the government, then you shouldn't have nothing to worry about whether they're wearing their masks or not. Right? Right. So if you're staying 6 feet away and you're wearing your masks because you think they work, which they don't, only keeping the sick coughing to themselves is the only thing they work for, or the sick from dripping out of their nose onto people, those are the only things that the masks are good for, okay? In fact, if you look at the studies, you will see that by wearing a mask when you're not sick is actually doing more harm to yourself than anything. It overstresses your respiratory system, and you're not getting the proper amount of oxygen you need because it doesn't allow the proper flow. Anyways, I'm not a doctor. I can't get into that too much, but just know this. There's a reason why they bounce back and forth on whether it's good or not, okay? Don't just bow down to everything they say because you want to believe the government has you in their best interest. Well, believe me, they don't, okay? The only people they have in their interest are the lobbyists and the people that are going to pay their checks, okay? And I'm not talking about their yearly checks that we pay for. I'm talking about the millions that they're making on the backside. All right, you think that these people went into politics so they can make $100,000, $150,000 a year? No, they did not. They went into the politics because they know that they're going to be set up with these nice little trust funds and these nice little bank accounts over in Switzerland. And look at Obama. Look what he did. He wasn't a millionaire or anything like that when he went into office, but it sure is funny how he is now. $8 million home on the beach, multiple homes. Come on. Look at Pelosi. Their whole family has been in a a 4-family, California dominant. I mean, it's sickening. Do the research. You'll see that Gavin Newsom and Pelosi are related, and all of that just kind of falls into place, where Newsom was the head on the board of her wine company, and so on and so on. You have to go down that rabbit hole as well. But just know this, people. It's not a race war, okay? That's not what we need. We need to be fighting against the upper class, okay? That's what we need, is we need to stand up and realize that the upper class are laughing all the way to the bank while they see us fighting amongst each other, because that's what they're creating. They are creating the race confrontation. They want us to fight amongst each other and amongst the police. And the whole time, the left is laughing, saying, we don't want guns in the hands of civilians. We need gun control. We need gun-free zones. And we want the police to be the only ones with guns. Oh, wait. The police are racist. The police are bigots. The police are killing innocent bystanders, innocent black people. Well, guess what? You can't have it both ways, okay? Do you want the police to be in ultimate control? The tyrants running around the streets with their guns and their batons, beating and killing people? Well, I mean, come on. If the police had any idea that we might actually stand up and fight back, then they wouldn't be that way, would they? Anyways, I'm done with this little rant. Just, we need to stand together, people, okay? And stop allowing the media to fill your brains full of nonsense, because that's exactly what they want, right? You get these people like Don Lemon and that Kumo or whatever his name is up there saying that white people are the enemy and that white people are the terrorists. Well, guess what? That's exactly what they want. They want to create confrontation, okay? How come they're not saying the police are the enemy? How come they're not saying that? Because it wasn't just a white guy that killed this guy. It was a white cop, okay? Because it was the fact of it was us against the cops at one point. But now you got people rolling around in their cars screaming out, kill white people, shoot white people. You get what I'm saying? They're totally changing the narrative once again to create division amongst the people. It's all a big game to them, people. You got to see this. Anyways, I'm going to continue doing my work in the backyard here, enjoying this beautiful day and trying to stay spiritual and remember that God is in control when it all boils down to it. Yeah, Satan might be laughing right now. He might be having his little run right now, but when Jesus returns, we'll be the ones laughing. All right, just remember that. God bless you all. I love you. Have a good day.